I think what we laid out in our plan yesterday was I think, a very exciting path forward for United to realize its full potential. I think the market today, we expected that. Sometimes the transparency you provide in this world creates a little bit of noise, and I think it has today. These stocks have always been highly correlated. They've always been volatile. But again, it was important for us to lay out our mission because from our perspective, the growth, and not all growth is created equal, by the way, it does create some tension in the marketplace, and I think we're ready to capture it, and we laid out a lot of those details yesterday.
Explain why this capacity growth, in your opinion, is good not only for United, but really overall because you're growing profits and profit margins.
Well, listen, not only did we lay out the growth and some of our operational stories, but we also laid out a 25% CAGR on EPS between now and 2020, which I think is the balance for investors. Now, just laying out a plan doesn't mean it's going to get it done, so we've got to execute. But I think it's great. It's great for customers because customers from many different places are going to get a chance to fly with us.
But you know the criticism that's out there. Historically, this is an industry that does terrible when it comes to adding capacity, that it sparks others adding capacity, ultimately it sparks a fare war, and that nobody wins in the end.
Nothing we laid out yesterday talked about pricing and price wars at all whatsoever. We talked about the responsible growth to strengthen and fortify the areas of our business that have been weak since the merger.
The three hubs in the middle of America, Chicago, Houston, and Denver.
Right, and that's when we think about our business and where we've receded to with regards to our competitive environment with our principles, that's where the opportunity lies, and we laid that out.
You are not planning to spark a fare war, but you know that your competitors won't sit still. Tomorrow we're going to be in Dallas talking with Doug Parker. We'll ask him about this, and I'm sure he's going to say, look, we're not ceding any areas, so if we have to respond, we will respond, and this is the vicious cycle that's out there.
And again, that's all to be expected. That's what's been built into our plan. It is a highly competitive industry, always has. We do this every single day, every day of the year, and so competitive responses will come and go. I think what's important is for United to have a very defined, strategic, transparent plan to everyone, including our investors and customers, about what we're trying to accomplish and do, and put the accountability behind EPS behind that.
So you just used the word transparent. I know you mentioned that you didn't actually use the term price wars on the call last night, but that is what the street walked away with. So it sort of begs the question about messaging, because one of the things I've heard from investors is that maybe there's been kind of a mismatch between the messaging, whether it's last night's earnings call, third quarter earnings call, maybe some of the other commentary throughout the past year, and the message that the street's taking away. Do you think there's room for improvement there?
Listen, from a communication perspective, there's that old adage, and you got to say things 5 to 10 times if people actually get them. In a limited time frame, it's difficult to sort of communicate exactly what it is you're trying to do, and people also want to hear what they want to hear. Again, these stocks have always been volatile. The people that carry them have always been very tuned to some of the historical facts. I think this industry has been improving. We've got a financial base as an industry that's infinitely stronger. We're able to weather storms and fuel prices in a significant different way. We are real businesses nowadays. Now, competitive, there will always be those issues, but I'm saying these concerns with price and everything are constant every day. We do this at every single one of our locations.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.